contributing to the world's largest.
Right now, you're alive.
Okay, welcome to beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and the Brumder Mansion here in downtown Milwaukee. This is American Ghost Walks, and we provide haunted history tours in Milwaukee, Chicago, the Twin Cities, all over Wisconsin, and even if you go out to Hawaii and Puerto Rico, we've got really fun tours for you there. And so I'm Mike, I'm from American Ghost Walks, and we're here with our crew. Number one,
Allison Jornlin.
okay, and
Scott Marcus, American Ghost Walks Hollywood, coming soon.
very soon.
Right.
And
Wendy Markets.
right, and we're here at the Brumder Mansion. We've been investigating for the last couple of hours. We just finished a hypnosis session. I was hypnotized, and when I was under, seemed to be, we're here at a theater. It's a downstairs theater here at this bed and breakfast at the Brumder Mansion. And when I was hypnotized, it seemed to be that we saw people, or I saw people in a couple different seats here. And we're gonna go out and give you a long shot of the theater and the stage in just a second. But first, we kind of want to talk about what we're doing here. So, why is Mr. Potato Head sitting at this bar?
Well, we
He's a
wanted,
lush.
Right.
absolutely, we wanted to invite the spirits to come out and have a good time with us. And we know that at this property, there's probably a variety of ages of spirits. And but no matter your age, who doesn't love Mr. Potato Head? So I brought Mr. Potato Head, and just like you see on some ghost hunting shows, where they bring certain flashlights that are easily triggered through the back. This is easily triggered as well. He sings, he talks.
I fell in love with an onion ring one. He always makes me cry.
And it's a fun thing to trigger him. So we thought maybe the spirit would trigger him, or maybe come over here by our recorder. He just does that. He's done now.
Right. He's
So
right.
that wasn't the spirit that time. Don't get too excited. But if it
I still am
happens,
a little excited.
but if it happens again, then it's the spirit. So we brought different pieces so that if the spirit wants to come out to play, a spirit can come and play with our toys we share. And we have just different items that might be interesting near our voice recorder. So maybe if he can't play, or she can't play, she could, or he could say something on the recorder.
And we were using the dowsing rods earlier. And Wendy, speaking of spirits and why the toys might be fun, Wendy, what did the spirits say when we were using the dowsing rods? Who he or she was?
It was a very interesting experiment and my first time trying the dowsing rods. So I was very excited that they responded, and we asked if it was male or female, and we got a positive response that it was a male. A younger male, around the 15 or so, was the response we got. And also, what was the other thing?
They weren't alone.
That's right, that there were
Weren't
there were multiple entities here in the house with us. So,
And we asked if he was born in the 20th century, and it was like this. Boop, the dowsing rods went like this. So we think he's a 20th century. He's a modern guy.
digital
Right. Fantastic. So that's what we've been doing so far in trying for communication. We did the hypnosis, we did the dowsing rods, and now we're going to move on to try and do a musical trigger. And that's the next thing. And so we're going to go to the stage, and we're going to try a musical trigger next. Wendy and I play in a band called Sunspot, and it's paranormally inspired. And we hope that a little musical trigger might also get us some more action. And so once we play a song, then we're going to move, and we're going to try a different type of communication to see if that garners us any cool evidence.
But for the song, we're going to try something that we haven't done before, which, if you want to explain that, Mike, the tuning.
So the Brumder Mansion was built in 1910, where we are. 1910 was also the year that they decided to standardize tuning. What does that mean? So if you play an A note, you play an A note, it's at 440 hertz, which means it's 440 cycles per second is the frequency of the wave. And So that is our modern ears. That's A. But before 1910, tuning was much more variable. And so in Europe, they tuned to a different one. In the United States, they tuned to a different frequency. And so we tuned down to 435 hertz, our instruments, because that was the most common tuning in the United States prior to the standardization in 1910. And the people that would have been inhabiting the Brumder Mansion right after it was built would have been used to this older style of music, or actually the older frequencies of music. So we're going to take one of our songs, we're going to play it at the lower tuning and see if that...
Just subtly lower tuning.
Right.
So.
It's not like, it's not, it's not real deep. It's just that little difference that we're going to try to see if anything happens. So I think let's go up to the stage and give it a shot. And we also have the meters on and everything like that.
And why do we have this meter here, Mike, since you're right by the chair?
Well, we have the meter over here by the chair because when I was on the couch over there under hypnosis, my eyes were closed and I had to visualize the room. This is where I saw a man sitting, and I was trying to wave to him, and he couldn't see me. Meanwhile, there was somebody in this chair who paid a lot of attention to us, and that was interesting. So, so I got a chill talking about that.
I'm going to check my tuning. We tuned up before, but I'm going to double check just to make sure we're right,
Yes.
right on the money.
So we have, as they were starting to talk about, instruments around the room, including another EMF detector over by the mantle.
Previous dowsing rod session.
They talked about that's where they were standing at the time, and that's where they would like to make contact. So we'll see if that goes off at any point. Also, you might see the camera switch to a very weird, almost alien predator vision, because we do have a thermal camera in the back shooting all the action as well. So yeah, we hopefully are appropriately wired all around.
Right, and I wanted to mention too, the reason that we used hypnosis in our prior session was because hypnosis was actually used in the first ghost hunt in 1854 in Edinburgh, Scotland, by the OG ghost hunter, Catherine Crowe, who wrote The Night Side of Nature. She brought a young girl with her and someone to hypnotize her because this young girl exhibited clairvoyance, but only under hypnosis. So we did a similar thing with Mike where we put him under, and then we had him look about the room and tell us what he saw.
Today, I was that young girl.
So today you were Jose Chung from outer space.
Okay, so let's switch up the microphone real quick because otherwise we have our mics here and it won't pick up the music.
The microphone to the laptop, and hopefully we'll play loud enough that everybody can hear. So this song is called Spend the Night, and it's about staying over in haunted locations. And so, ghosties, we hope you enjoy.
Yeah, and we'll have our friends in the room with us kind of meditate and focus on that theme as well while we're on music to try to accentuate the energy of it.
Yeah, and people are watching, so if you don't like the song, don't talk about it. Right? Mm-hmm. I'll spend the night in the killer's bell. Gonna spend some time in her head. Well, I'm here to talk to the dead. I'll spend the night. I'll spend the night in a murder scene. Hoping something rubs off on me. Well, I don't get routine. I'll spend the night. Is it the film on the face? Is it the memory of the chase? Is it the blood of the taste? I just don't know. Is it a lust of profane? Won't nobody say? No, we just can't explain. Spend the night. There we go, something. I'll spend the night on the battlefield where the moon never ends. We'll see what the ones were feeling. I'll spend the night. I'll spend the night in the gallows pole. In my hands, seven so cold. Well, I'll sleep in a 6-foot hole. And I'll spend the night. Is it the fear I want to face? Is it the memory of the chase? Is it the blood I want to taste? I just don't know. Whoa. Is it our lust for a profane? Or a dream of the insane? Well, we just can't explain. Spend the night. Well, just can't explain. Spend the night. Well, we just can't explain it. So we'll spend the night. And all the dead people go wild.
I was thinking about thank you. I was thinking about your friends from the houses that were in those specific seats there.
Right.
Hopefully they're fans of music.
Right. Hopefully they like the song. Well, that's the thing. Okay, so we can switch back to the. Okay, great.
Right.
So, so that was a little musical trigger, and we tried to do it under a frequency that might be a little bit closer to the way they did it back in the olden times, pre-1910.
And I'm going to set this over by the audio recorder. And,
See if anybody wants to play any violin.
If any strings get activated by it.
Right. Could be a huge fan. So let's go. And I think the next kind of ghost communication we'd like to do is something called the Estes method. Now, have you guys heard about the Estes method? I'm sure you guys have had. They really did it well in the show Hellier, where they go in there, but it's using the traditional spirit box. And so use that spirit box that plays through the stations, and it kind of isolates someone where they listen to the spirit box alone. So instead of listening to the spirit box together, different people ask questions, and then somebody's kind of isolated, and then just says whatever comes to them. So it really is combining using the spirit box and seeing if somebody can kind of create the medium on their own. And that's what we were doing with the hypnosis before. The idea is we're creating the conduit on their own from scratch. And so let's go and kind of get into position here and try a little Estes method. Developed in Estes Park, Colorado at the Stanley Hotel by Carl Pfeiffer and Connor Randall. And so here we have the fainting couch. Okay. And so, all right,
So
and Scott
here's
is
my
going to
throne.
be our Estes method kind of guinea pig today, because Scott hasn't been, he doesn't know anything about, he doesn't know anything.
Man, I don't know.
I don't know nothing about this Brumder Mansion. No, Scott has no prior knowledge of the Brumder Mansion. And so we kind of wanted to get him as fresh as possible and tap his kind of virgin senses.
You tap that. So I do want to say, so the Brumder Mansion, I know the name of the place. I know built around 1910. We're in downtown Milwaukee. And even coming in, I tried to have my vision towards the floor. I didn't even want to see what the house looked like. I did see an old picture of a dude with a chin strap beard, but that's all I've seen.
Right, and that wasn't that old of a picture. It was just C. Everett Koop, the former Attorney General.
And he's been diligently running away and hiding anytime anyone in the house brings anything up that's historical or even recent like that.
at the beginning of this, Allison said there's a variety of ages of ghosts here. I did not know that until just then. So you spoiled that.
No,
I'm kidding.
well, you know.
I would like to blame my sister.
Who
for
knows which ones you'll make
Well, it's true.
contact
It's-
to? Could
it's
be
totally
anybody.
true.
Could be anybody.
So one question: when it's going through the radio frequencies, and it's obvious that it's just a piece of a commercial or a radio broadcast, do I still say those words too?
I would say whatever you hear.
Yeah, say
Including that.
anything
Okay.
you hear. Say
Okay.
anything you hear.
Yeah, Ovaltine, fine.
Right.
Yes.
Don't forget.
And I'm getting you a fresh mask. It's a bit of being like at the movie theater, and trying to open your jujubes or whatever.
Right. So I mean, well, much of it's like the the Gonsfeld technique that they used in
Parapsychology.
parapsychology and ESP testing. So that idea is the Gonsfeld, the whole field. It's sensory deprivation, and so that's why you have the eye mask. That's why you have the noise canceling headphones. That's why you have the spirit box. And you guys know the spirit box.
You guys are gonna miss out not hearing all that.
Sit down and then we can do the certain shot so they can see the.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, so we're corner camera.
Okay.
Sorry, I just thought.
Yeah.
Since there's so much going on here. With
Yes.
and everything, it'd be nice.
Also-
Welcome to my awkward living room.
Yeah.
Right.
Hello.
I was gonna say welcome to the too
How's it
close
going?
the too close sitting party.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah. So we're gonna turn the spirit box. You know, I'm gonna grab an EMF meter.
Yeah, good idea. There's one on the chair. So if you'd like to put on the mask before I soil it. Yeah.
All right, and I've never done the Estes method
Yeah.
before. I've been looking forward to it. This
Yeah,
is-
so usually we'd have you more isolated, but being that we have this area, we're going to use this area.
Sure.
So just try to pretend we're not here.
We'll do a test too to make sure that you're not hearing us.
We'll say something
Once you get
terrible.
things going.
Right.
All right. So I'll leave it to somebody to operate this.
Mike, can you
I
turn-
Sure.
The buttons are going right now.
Oh,
Right.
Making sure I'm not going to blow out my ears. Okay, I hear it turned on.
How's the volume?
I don't hear Jack right now outside of. You can turn this up a little bit too.
if you can hear us saying.
I can hear when you're talking,
Oh, shoot.
but this is very soft right now. The volume is.
Okay.
I'm not hearing a change. I'm not hearing it get louder yet.
Okay. Let me try this.
Oh, that's louder.
Okay. Is that too loud?
I hear a little bit that Mike's talking, but I don't hear what he said.
Okay. So now we can talk in a softer voice too because we have the microphone. So we don't have to be loud.
I
Okay.
think I heard waffle.
Okay. So start in.
I'm assuming we're just going, so I'm gonna go.
Okay. So the first thing we want to know is
Water.
Like-
That was very clear. Ever.
Are there any spirits who want to talk to us today?
Come to me, maybe?
Wow. Well, where are you? Are you on the chair? It was interesting that they said water.
Particularly?
Because I think
Is it water?
they said water?
Did you enjoy the music?
Do you think our band is totally sweet?
Are you shy?
Well, we can go back and ask about the previous things
Oh, sure. That's a
that were revealed and see if we can make communication to those
sure.
spirits
Worst.
again. Worst ghost hunters ever.
Third.
Thanks.
No, the third worst.
Well, so we had,
Oh,
Heather.
Heather.
Okay.
I was just going to say that I got received a message that there was a male, at least one of the entities is male, and then your hypnosis also.
Yes.
Only way in. Center.
All right.
Bradley.
Is Bradley your name? Where are you trying to go?
More. You.
What would you like me to do?
Here.
We're here with you.
All you. There.
Oh,
Well, we're gonna stay here.
for at least a little bit.
Unless,
Avery. Stop.
Do you like visitors coming and trying to communicate with you?
Shift.
To the right or the left?
how can we get closer to you?
Do you want to share anything with us?
Do you want to hear more music? Is that why?
Time for focus at home.
Yes, we just came off a time like that during the pandemic where we all focused at living at home. Did you experience
Stay
something?
with
Did you experience something like that? Were you alive during an epidemic? We just got to experience what that's like, and we know it's happened before.
Yeah.
Especially in the city.
I was gonna repeat. So,
guarantee.
are you the 15-year-old?
For years.
I was gonna ask if he was a 15-year-old male.
Oh, a good one.
I'm not doing it.
Fair.
Okay.
What can we do to make you more comfortable?
All dead.
Oh boy.
Together.
But you're here. You're not really dead. You can speak. You can tell us what you need.
Probably.
Speak to us then.
We're listening.
Tell us what you need. What we can guarantee you is that we're here for you. We're here to communicate with you.
We will listen.
What's your message?
Do you like the theater?
Power. Thank God. Graphic.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Compress.
Sometimes it might make you feel better to talk about it. If something that was hard for you, you can
Really
tell us.
wonderful.
Oh, well, that's better.
That's a lot better than all dead.
Yes. What's wonderful where you are?
Can't help.
Oh. Well, we can try. We'll try to help.
Is there something that we can do for you? Is there something that you'd like for us to do? Or
Just to say hi, or would you like us to leave you alone?
We ran around.
Is there someone?
Scheduled.
Is there someone alive that you have a message for? Is there someone here that you have a message for? We can deliver that message. That's how we can help.
It's true.
We can talk for you.
He was up. Strong.
Who is he?
If I lose 30, I said we can finish.
Man, he's getting a lot of words.
Were you a gambler?
Who's talking?
Allison. My name's Allison. What's your name?
Festivals.
Well, Milwaukee is the city of festivals.
It's- Did you live in Milwaukee?
What?
Did you live here in Milwaukee? Did you live in our city?
No.
Where did you live? You can tell me. Did you live in Chicago?
You have to trust in him.
I trust in you. Can you tell me more about you? I live here in Milwaukee. My name's Allison. What's your name?
This organization,
Which organization?
he's.
Did you have a boss?
He doesn't know. I tried.
Uh-oh. What happened?
In his early 70s.
What happened in his early 70s? Did he die?
And I think God's doing.
Oh, do you want us to trust
My
him?
prize.
Oh, your prize. Is your prize in heaven? Do you want
That's life.
Would you like us to trust in the Lord? Who should we trust in?
Frank Sinatra.
Probably should.
Trust in Frank Sinatra or God?
What do you think? Yeah, it must be Frank Sinatra.
Oh, blue eyes.
I didn't.
What didn't you do?
In a minute. What?
What didn't you do that you wish you had?
More.
I think we all wish that.
I almost.
What did you almost do?
Property? Maybe. Taxes.
Yeah. I wish I didn't have to almost do property taxes either.
My best.
It sounds like you did your best.
And Luke.
Luke, who is Luke? Was Luke
Hey,
your boss?
don't.
I'm sorry. Was Luke your boss? Who was Luke?
True story.
Tell us.
Living.
Is he still living? Is Luke living?
He's with
Who is he with? Do you have a message for Luke? Tell us more. If you
Chicago.
Luke, does Luke live in Chicago?
Sure he will.
What street does he live on? Chicago's a big city.
A lot of streets.
If we're gonna find Luke, we need more information.
Mm-hmm.
Super.
Keep going.
WB.
WV.
West Virginia. Mhm. Now he's just going through places.
It could be initials.
See?
Believe in. Can't feel.
I'm sorry. But you can speak.
Lost.
No, you're not lost.
Make it.
We hear you.
Present.
What do you want to tell Luke? We can deliver the message. What should we tell him?
Power.
Is power important to you? Does he need to acquire power?
Delivery.
Deliver power.
Like a plug? Does it have something to do with electricity? EMF, we got the EMF right here. I'll just jump that, see what happens.
What do you want Luke to know about power?
Welcomes. You.
Oh, thank you.
All right, I'll take that.
Thank you. We want to help you. Please tell us more about Luke. What's the message? We think Luke lives in Chicago. We don't know exactly where. But can you tell us what you want Luke to know?
Gotta.
Or what you'd like us to
A
deliver.
lot of people. Black hole to you.
Wow. Explain that one. Black hole to you. Are you in a black hole? What does it look like where you are?
He would bow.
Luke? Would Luke bow? Does Luke trust in the Lord?
Away from.
Did he go away from the church?
Portal.
Uh-oh.
All right. Did you come through the portal?
Next story.
Go on.
To the top.
That sounds like action not throw yet.
Well, it
Right.
could also be a different entity,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Oh.
It could have switched maybe.
Is this
I'm talking.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is this someone else?
Anything. There was a scream just then.
Did you hear that where you are? What is it like?
Yes.
What is it like?
Yes.
What is it like where you are? What do you see? You heard a scream. What do you
Sun.
see? Is it your sun? Or the sun in the
Brightness.
sky?
That sounds nice.
Are you in the sun?
What? I mean,
Where are
I would
you?
never.
Do you like the darkness?
All right.
Is it quiet there?
Alone.
Do you like to be alone?
And off. All of this tomorrow. Major. It's on me.
What's
Another way.
What's on you?
Does he want to communicate in a different way? Is that why I said off?
Oh,
We do have other methods.
I'm going back to you.
should we get the dowsing rods?
Gonna come forward.
Yes, come forward. Is this someone new?
I need your hand.
Okay. Here it is. You can take both.
Upset.
I'm sorry. Don't be upset. We're just here to talk to you. We know that maybe people don't talk to you, and we're here to change that. What can we do for you?
You rocking? For one.
They were rocking. Did you like their music?
Colorado.
Yes, Colorado. We talked about Colorado.
Mike.
Yes, Mike's right here.
Yes, I am.
What do you have to say to Mike?
Truth.
Yes, tell the truth. We can take it. If you didn't like the song, that's okay. He's got a lot of other ones.
Gotta go away.
No, don't go away.
You can't be one of us.
Well, that's okay. We're just here visiting.
It's sophomore.
Sorry. Maybe we're sophomoric.
That's true.
We can be.
Flirting.
Yes. What do we need to learn? Probably a lot.
Yeah.
Huron.
Lake Huron? Or here on stage? What do we need to learn? That's part of why we're here.
Untie me.
Wow. Are you tied up?
Awful.
I'm sorry. What happened to you?
Wait a minute.
We're here.
Stop it.
I'm sorry.
Really?
Yes.
Nope.
Sorry. I am sorry. I know this must be hard to have people you don't know reaching out to try to contact
Down
you.
and out.
Maybe you want to be left alone.
That's okay too.
Yeah.
Up or down.
Or sideways.
Soon. Not sure.
What's happening soon?
Something good?
Will we become one of you soon?
What?
Just
What kind
asking.
of question is that? I don't want to.
Well, we might as well know if it's going to happen.
No. You might as well know.
Okay.
They don't.
Jack?
Jack. Who's Jack? Are you Jack?
Tampa Bay.
Ooh.
Welcome back.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Someone else?
I think Tampa Bay would be good. Are you from Jack from Tampa Bay?
Or is he thinking about football?
No way.
Somebody else?
Gotta let him out.
Yeah. Maybe like the untie me. Maybe somebody's getting in his way.
To get to the microphone.
Tell us more about Jack from Tampa Bay.
Or maybe he's just a big Tom Brady fan.
Well, we talked about Luke from Chicago, Jack from Tampa Bay.
Have a lot.
Of people.
Everyone's trying to get to the microphone contact.
Yes.
Cancer.
Oh no. Is that what happened? Did you have cancer? Or was it someone you love?
Virgin.
That's a terrible story. Are you the 14-year-old?
Stop.
I'm sorry. We're just trying to make connections.
Have you reached out to any of the other sites doing the world's largest ghost hunt tonight?
How old is he?
Well, we talked to somebody who we believe was 14. How old are you?
10.
Wow. Well, did you see?
That's all.
Oh, well, did you see?
Old.
Who's old? Are we old? Well, we still like toys. We brought you some toys.
Lying.
No, we're not lying. We're not like those strangers you heard about. You can play with the toys.
Not me.
What? You can play with the toys on the bar. It's okay. I'm a teacher. I work with kids all the time. You can trust me. I just brought the toys because I like to share them. And I like to play with them too, to be honest.
When he answered the H thing with a number right away.
It's school. This is people.
Is this a school?
Out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to get out? I could go upstairs. It's really
You
okay.
can.
What would you like? What would you like? We're playful. We want to reach out. We want to talk.
We want to have fun.
We want to have fun.
Fall apart.
No.
No, definitely won't do that.
Is there anything you want to share with us that you've reached out to us for?
Is there any other, do you have anything else for her?
What are you seeing now? What do you see now?
Tumor.
Oh no.
Oh,
Are you the one that had cancer? Where was the tumor? What part of your body? I'm sorry about the tumor.
did you pass away recently or a long time ago?
Tulpa.
Wow, that's obscure.
A
Tulpa.
gift from.
Who is it a gift from?
We can just Old. Sing about. Legendary.
Legendary Thomas.
And Alexandra David Neal. Do you
Right.
know her?
Right, you guess friends on the other side?
Is
And a fire.
That's true.
oh, is Alexandra there?
Please. Driving. There's 3 of them.
3 of whom?
A vehicle. Safety.
Is there safety in numbers?
Be careful on a vehicle. I think that's a good message.
And my. Protect.
Who would you like us to protect?
Body hidden.
Where?
Okay.
Waste. How? Regret.
Wow. Where is the body? Where can we find it?
Was the body ever? Right, who was the body?
In.
Where? Is it in the wall?
Is there a body hidden in the walls of this place?
Vehicular. Newcastle. Run.
Where can we-
African. Later. Bail.
No, don't bail. Stay with us.
Maybe he needs bail.
Hurt. Afterward. Not me. Not happening.
Okay.
Okay. We want to know where the body is buried.
Yeah. Where's the body hidden?
We always want to know where the bodies are buried.
Yes.
Tall boy.
Who is the tall boy?
Maybe he wants a PBR, tall boy.
There.
We are in Milwaukee.
Gorgeous.
See?
Overstated.
Maybe it's you. You're a tall boy. You're gorgeous. You're overstated.
I am quite
That's
overstated.
Perfect description.
Lord is out.
I thought she just had a new album. Right, the album's out.
Faithful.
Well, the last person was talking about God.
Yes.
Maybe this person's not quite as
Religious.
faithful.
Are you faithful?
Should we be more faithful?
Distant.
Okay. All right, we've had Scott under it for like a half an hour. We should probably release him.
Right.
Thank you. Without freaking out.
Scott. That's me? Me? All right. Nobody's grabbing you.
Wowza.
Hey.
Scott.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
That was
You
really
okay?
good.
Yeah, that was really
How
good.
long was that, by the way?
That was like a half an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, it felt like that.
Those things squeeze your head tight.
A little
too.
bit. It's a head hug. So that was weird.
So, yeah, how was it for you?
It was. By the way, when Mike came across, that was like definitely not just a radio signal. It was a couple of different voices that said Mike over a couple of frequencies.
Wow.
That was weird. And I'm sure you saw me shake my head when said bow away from a portal. Like, I don't want to say it. It sounds like I'm making it up. But that's what it says.
I know. Oh, Scott's talking about the portal
Right.
again.
But it was really weird that it seemed like little bits of storyline would come across, but obviously over the span of several minutes sometimes, or a minute. So it's certainly not like a single station that's bleeding into a couple
Yeah.
frequencies.
So I had this, like, in my imagination, I was imagining, okay, this portal's open or whatever for the big night. And it was like an open mic, and all the spirits are like shoving their way to the front. No, let me tell
Yeah,
my
Right.
that
It
was
sort of
very
changed.
much our experience
felt like
of it.
different people.
It did feel like
There were
different
stories
people.
coming through.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel like different people talking.
And,
Yeah.
and
How much?
I felt like I was getting yelled at some of the time.
But there
You
was
know?
there was a
But
couple.
you're like, no, stop. You're like, no, stop. And, all right, okay, I'm sorry.
She was doing most of the talking. because
Okay.
It was working. We were
Right,
Oh,
right.
okay.
But
There were
then,
several times that you just responded directly to her, like it was
Yeah.
like you were just talking to her.
The age, she'd say, "What age are you?" 10.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
But Allison's like, you're like, don't
Yeah.
stop. And she's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there was a few times like that where I felt like I was getting scolded. Oh, okay. It went up over the line again.
Yeah.
Well, are we allowed to share anything about the
I,
location?
I feel like at this
I
point,
think now is the time we can talk about the location or
Sure.
anything.
I
We
would
know.
like to say something that's very relevant to what you said.
Please
Sure.
do.
That one of the owners shared with me that she said the first thing that she does is she says hello to the primary spirit
Okay.
here, whose name is Mike.
oh wow.
So
I didn't even know that. I thought it was talking about me. I thought they were talking about me.
And she said that he's kind of like the I don't want to say the caretaker or like the host, but if you greet him, then he kind of tells everybody, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Any other spirits that are here, he kind of keeps them like not easy, whatever. So
Sure.
That was just
That's
He's
cool.
the master of ceremonies for the other spirits.
yeah. And I was like, well, that's interesting because we have our mic,
Right.
and that's why I was just curious if there's any kind of
Yeah. Any more about that? That was interesting too. And Jack from Tampa Bay, Luke from Chicago, like we were concocting our own.
Sure, of course.
on
you
this side.
connect the dots, yeah.
You know, but there was several times where it really was direct answers. The one that freaked me out was, no, the black hole on you, like that could be random words or something. It was,
yeah, but it was like, where are
It's a
you?
weird
Black hole.
Oh, where
And then
were?
it was like,
No.
and then she said, like, what's it like there? Is it dark? And then you were like, sun. And it just like, oh,
Wow.
Like, yeah, that's astronomical.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
terms and stuff.
it's those answers. It was when the direct answer to the age was the one that I was like, oh, he's like, how old are you? 10. And I'm like, whoop.
I like the part where you said something like, well, you can't come over.
Yeah, can't
So-
come with or something
You
like
can't-
that.
You can't come over to be with us or
Yeah.
something like
And then
that.
somebody else comes in and said, you'll be one of us soon. I'm like, bye.
And then it was like all dead or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
All dead now.
All dead now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a couple like hidden body. I'm saying this.
We're getting really dark over here.
Yeah.
There was the narrative building in my mind of like when you started asking about Chicago, and then I was thinking like the mafia, and
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
bodies, and
so there was supposedly a gangster who took up residence here named Sam Hicks, and so that's why I was asking because somebody came through. It seemed that was talking about regretting not doing more and something that led me to think about gambling or
yeah.
or maybe like
so
you
if
know
I lost another 30,
right.
and I
Oh.
was thinking, is it weight or is it money or is it
Right.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Another
it was weight.
30
I think it was weight.
But that was in the same narrative with the talking about your boss.
Right.
Oh,
somebody you
yeah.
worked with.
It sounded very gangster
It did.
Yeah.
to me, you
That's
know.
neat.
If I lost another 30, I was going to be in trouble. I was imagining
Sure.
somebody getting in trouble from that.
Like I tried, and
Yeah.
it was kind of sad, you know.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this person tried to do more and ended up losing another 30, and I was like,
We crafted so many different.
Right.
characters.
He got put in ice.
That's so interesting because without knowing anything about the history or what you guys were saying, I was thinking that somebody was maybe in a hit and run accident or something like that.
Right. There was a lot of
There's-
vehicular
Yeah,
talk.
especially with hidden body and then vehicular. Like,
Well, we're in a very
is there
busy-
body in the trunk.
We're in a very busy street in Milwaukee too. So the street we're on, Wisconsin Avenue, is also a very busy.
You might have heard the sirens going off. Like,
I didn't
Yeah.
well, not
I
you.
mean-
Not you, but we
And
should
I
have
mean,
been.
this is
Our
Milwaukee's Main
Yeah.
Street, so maybe we could be getting people
Sure.
from the street,
That's true.
and
Absolutely.
I got that feeling for at least one
Yeah.
of the people that was a more modern person from
Okay.
the area, and that was kind of freaking me out because, again, like you said, a lot of this is all speculative, obviously, but you kind of have to go with that
Yeah.
part of your brain because that's another way of understanding the world. But it was interesting, like all the different stories and personalities that
Out of
seem to
so
be
few words,
coming
too.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, out of so few words, all of a sudden you have this picture of, like,
of someone unique.
Yeah. So that was a pretty good Estes method session, I have to
Yeah,
say.
it was fun. You were right up there with like Max.
All right, Max, I'm
From-
coming for you.
Yeah. From a previous investigation
Yeah.
we did, his friend Max
So I got to ask, is
was awesome.
the word cancer and tumor, like very separate,
know.
came through.
I
Is
know.
there any illness connection with the house that you're aware of?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
No, there were a lot of people that came through here at one time. I believe it was a home for nuns,
Okay.
and I think they might have been elderly nuns. So, but I don't know anything specifically about cancer.
Sure.
I've been thinking a lot about cancer this week because I had a friend that recently died of cancer. So I was just thinking about that.
Sure.
But I mean, that's how a lot of people go. So that could be, but it did feel like different. That's an interesting thing. Obviously, all of these conjectures we have based on
Right.
whatever he hears from a radio station kind
Yeah.
of thing as it comes through. And then we're sitting here giving each of those words personality.
So much weight.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I kept thinking about the open mic thing because you'd say like, "Go away, welcome, I'm back," like that. kind of
Right,
thing. I was
yeah.
thinking,
Just,
like,
Right,
turn.
yeah, like wrestling for position. So
Some of the words didn't make sense, but they did make sense in that context.
Right.
Who knows? Who
no,
knows?
that was very interesting.
Very interesting.
yeah, it was wild. I see why our friend Max, who did this for the first time and then did it like 15 more times that
Yeah.
night, why he was like kept wanting to dive back into it. I can see that.
Well, and not everyone can be a receiver. Like I wanted to be a really good receiver,
Yeah.
and so far not so much. So, when Max did it, when you did it, it really felt like some kind of communication was going
Yeah.
on.
It felt like you
were
were,
good with the questions too.
yeah, it felt like you
We
were, it felt like you were talking Allison.
Like at first we
Can't
were
wait to see
having
this.
trouble. We were like, "What do we ask?" And
Sure.
we kind of
Yeah.
froze because you were just starting to
Yeah.
spew
Get
out
the ball
words,
rolling.
and then Allison got on a black
Yeah.
channel, and it was like, "Okay, we're gonna let this." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but it's
But
great.
I keep getting yelled at, though. I don't know if I was doing
Yeah.
the right thing.
Poor Allison.
I was like, okay,
I'm sorry.
So,
this is
So
getting,
sweet and
All right.
getting real.
okay, so as winding down here, the last 5 minutes of our time in world's largest ghost hunt, and it really was a great time, and we enjoyed it. So the Brumder Mansion, make sure it's a place that you can stay at if you'd like, and it's like it's
Beautiful.
right.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
Tom and Julie, the owners, are just awesome and
Incredible people.
very supportive of the paranormal research community. So I
thanks to
really
them.
recommend it.
Yeah,
Yes, and thanks to our technical director Scott.
yes, we're hanging out
Thank
here
you, Scott
as we
Darling.
set up everything. And if you guys would like to know more about the kind of stuff we do, you can check out AmericanGhostWalks.com, and that's a place where you can see these different tours in the cities and stuff like that coming up. And hopefully, when you visit one of the cities we have a tour, you'll decide to take it. And also, if you like the song that Wendy and I played earlier, make sure you check us out at sunspotuniverse.com, and that's the place where you can pick up a copy of our latest song and enjoy some music like that for yourself. Now,
Yeah.
what do you guys? We tried, a bunch of different kinds of communication with, afterlife communication, or spirit communication. What do you think was the most interesting, or what do you think was the most surprising?
Well, my favorite is always the Estes method because it freaks me out when it seems like I'm having a I'm having a conversation with someone,
Who can't hear you?
and I know I'm, like in that previous session that we did with Max.
Yeah.
I like, there were points where I forgot that he was, because he was actually up in the attic. So, I mean, he was not like right
yeah, yeah.
next to us like you are. And so he was very remote from us. And I would forget that we're not talking to him. Like it would seem like we were talking on walkie-talkies or something. But
That's
so,
interesting.
So that was interesting how it seemed so engaging that I forgot.
Well, and I felt like there was some time today where we were having a direct conversation with Scott, even though Scott couldn't hear you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt like that.
So it's even more amazing when somebody's like in the attic.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. Was there early on? Was there a big crash, like somebody dropped something on the floor above us or anything like that? Because I thought I heard a sound from out here, like an actual physical sound.
Oh, when you said there was a scream, did somebody say scream?
no,
or
I
did
thought
you
I
hear
heard
a
a
scream?
scream. But earlier on, I thought I heard like furniture getting dropped on the
Oh,
floor
no.
above us, like
No.
from out.
No,
Interesting.
we didn't hear it.
No. Oh, so you said that you were interpreting what you heard over the ghost box as a scream?
Yeah, that was the only time I didn't just verbalize it. Otherwise,
Okay.
I would have just shrieked, But
Yeah.
yeah, I did hear what seemed like a scream that didn't fit, the other stuff. It didn't sound like song or music or anything like that. Just a shriek, a scream.
So Estes is my favorite. How
Okay.
about you guys?
I was most surprised by the dowsing rod.
Hey guys,
Oh, yes.
it's been an hour, so we're gonna go ahead and hop off and get some other people on, okay?
Sounds
Perfect.
good. Have a
Okay.
great
You guys did a
night.
wonderful
Thank
job.
you.
Thank you for participating on the World's Largest Ghost Hunt.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.